We brought home 5 new wild donkeys 5 weeks ago, and they've already made themselves known. Hey, I'm Mary Jo, and this is Training Wild Burros. Whether you're training a wild or a domestic donkey, you're in the right place. In today's video, we're going to work with 5 different wild donkeys. We just got back from a BLM adoption event, and 5 donkeys ended up coming home with us. They weren't adopted at the event, so that just means their journey starts here. At the same time, 3 of our new crew found their forever homes, so the herd, it's shifted again. Blackjack, Joker, and Stein are on to new adventures with their forever homes. Right now, there are 15 animals here at the farm, 3 horses and 12 donkeys. 6 are forever animals, and sometimes they help with training. And the rest, I'm helping them get ready to find their forever homes. I've worked with 23 wild burros in the past 2 years, along with multiple rescues, and every one of them shows me something new. Some of the donkeys that I'm working with go on to be a pet, a friend for somebody, and others go on to be saddle donkeys. It all depends on how big they are, guys. And this one here is Aw, and she had a few others that came as the same size as her that I even was able to go and sort cattle with. And this weekend, I'm going to go sort cattle with Aw. Let's meet the 5 newest ones. Each one has already shown a bit of personality. Eagle is careful. Everything about him is slow and deliberate. His lip gives him a dramatic bird beak look, but he's more sensitive than fierce. He's starting to show more curiosity. So far, he's accepting touch, haltering. With each of these donkeys, we're really working at going at their own pace and creating that curiosity as we go. So stay tuned. Each one is at a different spot. One way that you know if they're curious, if they want to follow you. Another thing to watch for is how much they react or move away from you. Although Eagle is not ready to be ponied from another wild donkey yet, he is leading and we're starting to work with his feet. Using the long brush, working with their feet is just checking in to see if they're okay with us being back there. Ox is bold and brave, maybe a little too brave. He's kind of the donkey who might try to train me if I'm not careful. He walks right up like he owns the place, but we're working on polite confidence, not pushy behavior. Ox is leading. He is picking up his foot for a second when I asked. I've played with ponying him from wild donkey Aw, and Ox is already out of the trailer.
There you go. Good job. Good job.
Good job. Lynx is the opposite of Ox. He's quiet, smart, and always watching from a distance. At least that's how he started. He waited, he processed, he doesn't overreact, but he doesn't rush in either. I think there's something really sharp about this one. Now I have this sped up 2 times the speed to help it go faster, but when we're playing with ropes, remember to go at their own speed, just like everything else. He is also leading now, haltering, and we're starting to work with his feet more and more. He is such a calm presence. Next is Chipmunk, and then after that, we're going to have Squirrel, and Squirrel is the one I'm most excited about his progress, so keep watching, guys. Now, Chipmunk is already haltering and leading. However, I noticed last time I worked with him, he was still so nervous, and the hesitation is what I want you to watch for. This hesitation goes away with curiosity and trust. Before we can have trust, we need curiosity. So my next session, I work solely with that. The words curiosity and bravery could almost go hand in hand. When he looked at that halter, I walked away. See how he's curious about what I'm doing? Now again, I'm going to wait for him to look at it. And at first I walk away and then I just move the halter away. I just want to create that curiosity. Now here he's really hesitant. It takes him a long time. And eventually he starts just following me really quick. He becomes more curious. Stepping towards me is curiosity. You saw there, when I took the halter away, then he wanted to sniff my hand. We're getting more bravery, more curiosity. Now, sometimes they need to walk away. And if they need to walk away, just let them walk away. They're going to come back as soon as they're ready. And that could be really quick and it could take a long time. As they get quicker to come back, you know that they're becoming and feeling more brave. And here he's like, oh, I got to walk it off. I'm just going to ignore him like it's no big deal. And then here he comes again. He's like, oh, I was nervous, but I'm curious. I'm brave. Now, of these 5 that we brought home, Chipmunk and Squirrel would be the ones that are the most nervous. Now, Squirrel, way more nervous than Chipmunk here. Now, Squirrel was shut down for weeks. He's skinny, tucked in, just checked out. You can easily see his ribs. He's sunk in above his eyes. His hip bones just protrude from his body. This is something we're working on. But is that why he's checked out so much? I'm not sure. But this week, 5 weeks in, something shifted. He let me touch his nose. He leaned in, and it wasn't fear. It was curiosity. Now he's starting to follow me all around the pasture, and he's becoming so curious. Now, friends, I have a theory. My theory is that with donkeys, if you were doing a 100-day challenge, you could spend 90 days earning trust and gentling them, 10 days training, and do an amazing job with them. Now we're 6 weeks into his training, and look at how far he's come. He's so curious, the rest of the stuff is going to start just flying by. We've also got 4 others who are pretty close to being ready for adoption or already listed. Doc here is learning to be ponied by a horse. He already rocks it with the donkey. He's almost there. Frank is a Mustang. We call him our whatever horse. He's chill about everything. We're just deciding whether to offer him now or start him under the saddle. Atlas has 2 rides under his belt and is easier to catch each week, even when he's out in the dry lot. He's still cautious, but trying. Corky is smart, willing, and so ready to be a partner. He came in with feet so long it could have hurt his tendons. We've trimmed him up, and now he's running out in open spaces for the first time in over a year. Get extra training help and behind-the-scenes perks. Join as a member today. We greatly appreciate your likes, comments, and when you share, all of that helps more people find us in the algorithm of YouTube. We also have our Forever Animal support team. Our 6 forever animals are a big part of the work here. They help teach, they help calm, and sometimes they just hold the energy in the pen. Stormy is my horse. He's 25 and he's been with me for 20 years. He's still my main ride. He helps donkeys get used to being ponied behind a horse, which can be scary for them at first. Seamus was my first donkey. He's 19 years old now, safe for any rider and totally unbothered by anything. He's my anchor. Honk the Donk is my husband's ride, a 15-hand American jackstock mammoth donkey who has been in parades, sorted cattle, and keeps her cool. We hope for her to have a baby in the future. Little dude, he's not so little anymore. He's almost 2, still growing, and eventually might be our breeding jack. Ah is a wild burro we've had for 2 years. She's nervous by nature, and we're just helping her build trust. She wasn't ready for the parade this year, and that's okay. This work is slow. It doesn't always look like progress, but when a wild donkey blinks at you instead of bolting, that's a yes. And that's enough. If you want to follow along with these 5, learn trust, hit subscribe, leave a comment, and tell me which one you're rooting for. I'll be here listening, waiting, and try not to cry every time they try.